Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we living. Let postseason football begin tomorrow as we have 2 playoff games tomorrow, 3 on Sunday, 1 on Monday for the wild card round. After those games, 14 playoff teams will be dwindled down to 8 remaining after doing my regular season picks against the spread the whole season. I am venturing into the postseason. We know the playoffs is another animal. Shout out to Muppet Babies. But I did very well in the regular season. We see kaboom, 148, 112, and 12, 36 games over 500. Ended the season 11-5. But again, playoffs not easy, and there are some difficult spreads, and I actually changed one of my picks to what I thought I definitely was going to take. So, who are my 6 picks against the spread? Let's hope I'm as successful in the playoffs as I was in the regular season. And here they are. So, starting with the first Saturday game, arguably the toughest one to pick. I'm going Texans at home, underdog by 2 to the Browns. Browns finished 1 game better than them, regular season record-wise. One of the main reasons I'm going with the Texans, right now, I just trust CJ Stroud to take care of the ball better than Joe Flacco. And I'm not disparaging Joe Flacco. He has been incredible since coming off his couch to help guide the Browns to a playoff berth, throwing for 300 yards regularly. But he has been turning the ball over. And CJ Stroud, I believe, only threw an interception on 1% of his passes. Yes, Cleveland's defense is better than Houston's. But I think Houston can establish a run game with Devin Singletary, maybe some Dameon Pierce. And I think they pull out a close game. Here, I got to take the Chiefs at home, favored by 5 to the Dolphins. Unfortunately, the Dolphins have a lot of injuries. Their 2 best pass rushers, Jalen Phillips, Bradley Chubb, out. Cornerback Xavier Howard out. We know Raheem Mostert and Jalen Waddle missed the regular season finale. They're listed as questionable, while I probably do expect them to play. Just too many injuries. I expect Patrick Mahomes to get it together a bit, and not even to mention the weather, which could have below freezing wind chills. Not weather Miami's used to. Of course, Tyreek Hill's used to it since he played with Kansas City. But I think the Chiefs cover that spread. Now, this is the spread. This is the pick I changed because I did have the Bills. Actually, when I checked this morning, the Bills are favored by 9.5, and I said when I get out of work, I am probably going to take them. Well, the spread dropped half a point, but I changed my pick. I'm going with the Steelers. So a couple things here. One, since TJ Watt got drafted, the Steelers are 1-10 when he doesn't play. We know he is not playing in that Sunday afternoon game. So I was fully ready to take the Bills. TJ Watt maybe could have helped force Josh Allen into a turnover or two, as amazing as Allen can be turnover prone. But we know the weather conditions, snow galore, winds beyond belief. I mean, think the last time the Bills played in a extremely windy game, the Patriots beat them with Mac Jones passing the ball just 3 times in the game. So Bills will be without Gabriel Davis and Taylor Rapp safety, but I just think it will be a run-dominated game because of the weather. I think the Bills might throw a little bit more than Pittsburgh, but Steelers got 2 good running backs. Najee Harris playing a little better than his first couple years, and Jaylen Warren. James Cook did have over 1,000 yards this season. We know Josh Allen could do damage with his feet. Maybe we see a little Leonard Fournette in this game. While I still think the Bills will win, I think the Steelers now cover this spread. This was another tough one. I liked it more when the spread was 7.5. Now it's 7. We know Dallas hasn't lost at home in quite some time. Went undefeated at home this season, but Jordan Love has been playing out of his mind. Something like 18 touchdowns and 1 interception over his last, I forget, 7, 8 games. So Jordan Love playing awesome. I think Christian Watson, the top receiver, should be back for Green Bay. Aaron Jones has been running the heck out of the ball recently since returning from injury. Packers keep it close. Cowboys probably win, and if not, could it be Mike McCarthy's last game as Cowboys head coach? I mean, all these games are hard, but man, was this one hard because I honestly don't know who's going to win. I'm picking the spread. I'm taking the Rams +3. I probably would take whoever's underdog, regardless of where the game were to be played, because it's almost like a toss-up to me who's going to win. Of course, the Lions had the better regular season record. Arguably could be the number 2 seed if not for that offensive lineman fiasco. But they're the 3 seed. But the Rams, arguably the hottest team in the NFC. Matthew Stafford playing out of his mind. Honestly, could finish top 5 in MVP voting potentially. I'm going to go with the Rams again because they're the underdog. But I'm definitely expecting this to maybe be the closest of the 6 games, although the Texans game should be close too. Honestly, I'm not really picking any blowouts, if you want me to be completely honest. I guess if I had to say which one would have the widest margin of victory, I might go the Chiefs just because the Dolphins are have so many injuries, and I do expect Mahomes to get it together. But anyhow, the last game, why am I taking the Eagles? Have I not seen their last 6 games where they went 1-5? Jalen Hurts looking like a shell of his runner-up for MVP self from last season. The Buccaneers, meanwhile, have won 5 of their last 6. But honestly, I don't see them as a great team. Of course, they played in the poor NFC South, where a 9-8 record gets you the division and a home playoff game, where I don't think the Eagles have to fully get it together. Play a B minus game that still might be enough against Tampa Bay. So I'm going to take the Eagles to win, get it somewhat right heading into the divisional round. So those are my picks against the spread. Of course, not easy. Let me know in the comments who you are expecting to win these games, which spreads you like. Again, crazy weather conditions expected in both Kansas City and Buffalo. There was actually somewhat of a rumor that the Buffalo game could get moved to Cleveland, which the NFL has refuted. Knowing my luck, it will get moved, and I don't know, Josh Allen throw for 400 yards. But if the game's in Cleveland, honestly, that might be more of a home game for Pittsburgh. I don't know. But again, let me know in the comments what you are expecting. Again, expecting mostly competitive games, so let's hope for a exciting wild card round. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend to subscribe, like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.